Recorded in eye-splitting high definition at the Can TV studio in Chicago, Illinois, it's Steve Gadlin's Star Makers.
When you feel so full of talent and you've got that special pep,
when Hollywood and Broadway are calling you and you want to take that very first step, I'm Steve Gadlin's Star Makers.
you're gonna do fine.
I'm Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. It's your time to shine.
The audience is seated, the spotlight's shining bright.
Get out there, you shooting star, and sparkle through the night. I'm Steve Gadlin's Star Makers.
It's so loud.
I'm Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. You're wowing the crowd. Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. Yeah!
And now, here's your host, Steve Gadlin.
Oh, the lights are up, the cameras are on, the floor director's at her station. The caliber of stars will make you feel like you've embarked on a Hollywood and or Broadway vacation. And I'm so handsome to see you. I'm handsome to see you. I'm so handsome that you're near. Yes, I'm so handsome to see you. I'm handsome to see you. You know, you've made me handsome just by being here. You've made me handsome just by being here. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. That's because people on TV don't see you. They see cameras. But if you're watching this, I can tell you're seeing me because that's how TV works. And that's something I'm an expert on. Welcome to Steve Gadlin's Star Makers, where we bring you tomorrow's stars of Hollywood and or Broadway. I'm your host, Steve Gadlin. Let's peek in on Molly Page and Ramona Marir holding court in the Steve Gadlin Star Makers Party Lounge. Strike one, strike two, ball one, ball two, strike three, you're out. Oh, there's not an umpire in the room. It's just me, Steve Gadlin, pretending to be an umpire. Sometimes when I feel like being creative, I pretend to be different things. Umpires, space astronauts, construction men, referees, any manner of thing. It helps me get those juices out so I can focus on non-creative things. Everyone has a different outlet, and sometimes those outlets are called talents, especially when the outlet is writing and performing songs. Here's X2 with the original song, Crazy Lady.
Let me tell you about this lady. She drove me over the cliff. Jumping, I'm jumping with no parachute. Man, how did I live? See this lady, she was crazy, and I seen it on the daily. But her love, oh, that loving was strong, yes it was. That's why I stayed so long. Crazy lady, crazy lady, crazy lady, crazy lady. Drive a sane man to go out, and you can point her out in the crowd now. But her beauty was like no other's, no. And I had to suffer for her to be my lover. Crazy lady, she was my heart now, my finish and my start. And couldn't stand to be apart, no. Now, this lady is no longer in my life. Hey lady, if you're listening, baby, your love, it was alright. Yes, it was. Lady, she'll go to war for you with no army. It's just her on the front line. One gun and just one bullet, she'll defend you every time. Lady was always on my side, whether I was wrong or right now. She was my everything, she was my sunshine, she even was my night now. Cold as the winter, she could be, yeah. Man, this woman, she got a hold on me. Crazy lady, can't you see, baby? You still on my mind. Still on my mind. Crazy, crazy lady. Crazy lady.
That was so fun to listen to. Come join us at the intersection of Hollywood and/or Broadway. Thanks for being on the show.
Great. How are you?
I am doing great. How are you doing?
I'm fabulous. I feel good today.
Well, you played so well. You have to tell me, the song's Crazy Lady. Yeah. Is this about anyone in specific?
It's a long story, but it's about, like, my first girlfriend. You know, the first love is always the hardest one. That's if it is. It's even love. You don't know what it is, really. So that's why I wrote a song about it.
Oh, that's great. Has she heard it?
A few times, yeah.
Well, it's a beautiful song. If you had written that song about me, I'd be excited.
I still got time.
All right. That's great. So where can people hear more of your music?
x2music.com. You can hear, I have 4 albums on there. You can take a pic, check out some merch and everything.
That's awesome. I'm going to listen to all 4 right now. We're so happy you were on the show.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Guys, have a good day, and thank you again.
Thanks, you too.
Mm-hmm.
Are you one of tomorrow's stars of Hollywood and/or Broadway? Do you live in or are traveling to the Chicago area? Would you like to share your talent with our television audience? If you answered yes to any of these questions, we want you to perform on our show. Visit us online at sgstarmakers.com or send an email to sgstarmakers@gmail.com. We can't wait to make a star out of you.
Does this ever happen to you? You're hearing someone talk about their home, but when they say the word home, the only word you hear is om. Well, if it does, I bet it's because you're familiar with the word om from something called meditation. And you know what? Meditation is all about taking care of another kind of home, your body. Your body is a home for your brain, stomach, and bones. You can move to a new address, but your body comes with you every time. Here's Zen Ya Fo performing her special talent, meditation. Wow, so pleasant and soothing to watch. Come on and join us at the intersection of Hollywood and or Broadway. Thanks for being on Steve Gadlin Star Makers.
Thank you. Thank you, Steve. So wonderful to be here.
Oh, that's great. So meditation, I'd never seen it in person before. I guess it's mostly just sitting.
Well, if you think so, Steve. Mostly sitting.
Can you tell us how long have you been into meditation?
Oh, let's see. I'm probably around 18 to 25 now, so at least 20 years.
Wow. Well, it seems like a pretty easy thing to get into. What does the rock do?
Oh, the crystals help me vibrate with the earth, and that helps me bring my energy up and through my sternum and out my body and out to all of you, especially you, Steve.
Were you vibrating with the earth on stage here?
Oh, yeah, I vibrated all over that area right there.
I missed it. I didn't catch it. But that's great. I'll look closer when we watch the tapes. Hey, really appreciate you being here, and best of luck to you with your talent of meditation.
Thank you, everyone.
Want to see Steve Gadlin's Star Makers from the best seats in the house? Then you want the luxury and convenience of the Steve Gadlin Star Makers Party Lounge. With 2 exclusive seats, only feet away from the action and all the saltines you can eat, the Steve Gadlin Star Makers Party Lounge provides an experience you won't soon forget. It's like you're seeing tomorrow's stars of Hollywood and or Broadway through a telescope because they're practically in your lap. To reserve your spot, visit us online at sgstarmakers.com or send an email to sgstarmakers@gmail.com. Be on Star Makers.
One special language in this world is called Japanese. It's spoken in a country on the Asian continent called Japan. You may have heard of Japan. It's famous for its main exports: motor vehicles, electronic equipment, machine tools, steel, non-ferrous metals, ships, chemicals, textiles, processed foods. Its language, Japanese, isn't just spoken, it's sung too, when it's used in songs, of course. Here's musician Dan Henrick to sing one of those special Japanese songs, Hakodate no Hito.
Harubaru kita ze Hakodate Sakamaku name o norikoete Ata wa onna to iinagara Ushiro sugata de naitete kimi o omoidasu tabe aitakute Totemo gaban ga tsuki nakatta yo Hakodayama no itadaki de Natsu no hoshi mo yonde iru Sono oki ga shite kita mita ga Atkare sazume ko matsu kashichou wa Kimi no uwasa maikatate Oki no shiukaze Kokoro ni shimiru Mukake ni kita ze Hakodate Mi hatame yone no shire nara ga Wazura raruzu ni tonde kita Kokoro no wa kutachi ni shibiki Moyo kori doko no riru No kiko Kino kamache no Hitomi dake demo Aitaka yo
Dan, please join me at the intersection of Hollywood and or Broadway and or Japan.
Yes, right. That's right. I want to go to all 3 places.
Yeah, tell me, that song is so interesting, and I've never heard a song in Japanese before.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, it's a Japanese enka song, which is kind of like a traditional meets pop song.
Wow. And do you know what those words mean that you were saying?
Yeah, it was about a lady from Hakodate, which is a city in Hokkaido, Japan, and it's about a man wanting to go back to Hakodate to go meet her.
Well, after hearing that song, I'd like to go to Hakodate to meet her too. She sounds like a lovely person. Tell me, you play this lovely instrument. Tell us about that.
I don't play it very well, but yeah, I took classes, and that was a long time ago, as you can hear.
Well, keep practicing. We all enjoyed it very much. Thanks so much for being on Steve Gadlin Star Makers.
Thank you for having me.
It is Postman Tom. It is Postman Tom.
Postman Tom here with another dip into Steve Gadlin Star Makers mailbag. Today, we got a question from Ed Johnson. Dear Postman Tom, in Season 2, Episode 13, Kim Frankovelgia sang the song My Mammy. Is that song now in the public domain? Did you have the appropriate rights to broadcast that rendition of the song? Sincerely, Ed Johnson. How should I know? Do I look like a lawyer to you? I'm a postman. And if you would like to have your letter read on Steve Gadlin Star Makers, you can write us at sgstarmakers. Or at whatever. It's Gmail. It's probably on the bottom of the screen. Just there.
Television reporters are always saying things like, "What's the scoop?" and "Have any scoops?" and "I gotta find a good scoop." And "Now that's the good scoop." And that's because they're always looking for scoops, which are basically stories that can turn into the news. If I were a television reporter here today, I'd probably say, "Hey, I've got a great scoop. Max Wright and Laura Wright." When they say, "What kind of scoop?" I'd tell them all about Max Wright and Laura Wright and their talent for thrifty crafts. Get your notepads ready. This is a talent that's all good news.
All right, if you're like most people, you wish you were really rich. Now, you might think by looking at me that I'm very wealthy with this flashy shirt. I bought this at a garage sale. Now, what you might want to do to look like a successful person like myself is have nice things that are actually made from cheaper things. For instance, now we all have landlines. Not everyone like me can have a smartphone. Would you please show me the landline? You can have your own smartphone if you just take some apps, because we know smartphones are all about the apps, and I'm not talking about mozzarella sticks. You take your own smartphone and add the apps here. They work just like the regular ones, like contacts. My friend Charlie's phone number is 630-30 something. Anyhow, weather. I was outside today. It's nice. It's just the same as having a smartphone. Now, the next thing is clothes. We all like nice clothes. And we all know that nice clothes are shiny. Now, what else is shiny? A trash bag. Now, you can make your own nice, flashy-looking dress by taking a trash bag and cutting out some holes in it for your arms and your head. Trash bags are open at the top, so that becomes the bottom, and some of the work's already done for you. As you see here, it also helps if you want to make it look nice and elegant, you can tighten it by tightening the trash bag. Also, it's really awesome if you got a super hot wife. Anyhow, the next thing everybody loves to have is a home, like a nice home sound system. Now, you might not be able to have that fancy MP3 player, that fancy iPod port or whatever they call it. But I can't really upgrade my boombox. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can. If you just take your phone or CD player or whatever, and then you take it and you hit play, and then you let the music play. And that's how you can be super rich. And we're done.
Max and Laura, so delightful, so educational. Come join me at the intersection of Hollywood and or Broadway. Thanks for being on Steve Gadlin Star Makers.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Oh, it's so great to have you guys. So you have to tell me, what inspired you to learn how to be so thrifty?
We're very poor.
Yes, that's right.
Excellent. Well, that's great. There's nothing like need to drive to inspire. So can you tell us, with the music and the phone and the clothing, what other things do you guys be thrifty about?
Sometimes I like to buy cheap food.
Oh, that's great. That's a very thrifty way of staying thrifty. Now, about you guys, what else do you guys like to do?
We love to dance.
Well, dancing is great. That's one of my favorite talents. It's not one I'm very good at, but I sure enjoy watching it. Well, I tell you, Max and Laura, it was a delight to have you on the show, and I'm sure all of us watching at home and here in our audience will now be much more thrifty.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Ah, ça est la fin du spectacle, oi oi. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for joining tomorrow's stars of Hollywood and or Broadway. A special thanks to Steve Alexander, Mike Madigan, Stephanie Reed, Rob Gibbons, Lynn Roberts, Lauren Rich, Will Kane, Adam Altman, Max Wright, Steve Gargalillo, Kristen Freilich, and April Lippert. Those are just some of the kind people supporting our show on Patreon. Join them on patreon.com/SGStarmakers. Oh, the acts tonight were really great. Would you look at the time, though it's getting late. I hope to see you next time. See you next time. I hope to see you again. Well, the world is such a scary place, and I find peace when I see your face. I hope to see you next time. See you next time. I hope to see you again. We're born, then we die, and in between is a cacophony of chaos. What does it mean? I hope to see you next time. See you next time. I hope to see you again.
Yes, I hope to see you again.
Remember to dream big and do awesome things. This is Steve Gadlin saying, see you next time.